Hello and welcome back to Stop and Give Me 10. I'm Marilyn Ward with No Excuses. I am your wellness coach today. So we're in a seated position. So as you see, we are going to start with marching. So if you need this time to go grab a chair real quick, grab a chair. We're going to keep this nice and light and low. So this video will be great for those of you with any real mobility issues where maybe standing is difficult, standing for more than a few minutes is difficult, maybe doing some of those leg movements in a standing position is difficult, maybe you have a tough time with that range of motion. So whatever the case, we are in a seated position today. You'll still be able to do these moves if you would like in a standing position. If you have a suggestion for me, I would love to hear it and I will try to work it into the routine. So I'm just kind of doing like a seated modified jack, and then let's take it back to that march, but let's pump our arms a little bit more with this march. So this would be like maybe kind of like a high knee, but really making those arms work. Good. Nice, slow, and steady pace today. I do have some 3-pound weights off to my side, but I don't feel, let's bring it out. Actually, let's do opposite. Let's go opposite arm, opposite leg. So I'm just tapping that toe forward, bringing that hand forward, kind of crossing, not touching, just crossing. This is still part of our warm-up. And then we'll get into our first exercise. We're gonna do large arm circles. I had to sit there and think. Some good range of motion. So let's roll our shoulders back and do some large arm circles forward. So nice and slow here. We're gonna do 30 seconds forward and then we'll do 30 seconds back. So I hope you're all doing well today. It has been crazy. Sun will be out and then the sun goes down and then the storm comes, looks like it's gonna come. So now we're gonna take and do those large arm circles back. So again, let's keep our abs in. We're up nice and straight, seated nice and tall. Now you're probably feeling this in that shoulder, which is exactly what we want. Good. My nose is running. All right, now we're gonna do some leg extensions. So our abs are drawn in. We're gonna lift that leg. We're leading with the heel. We're flexing the leg on extension. So the leg is extended and we're flexing the quads here. My nose stopped running. So again, a slow and controlled. You're controlling it on the out and controlling it on the in. But you're gonna feel those muscles wake up. Good, and then switch sides, same thing. Lift that leg and extend. Good job. So you can still do a lot of exercises in a seated position. You can still work those muscles. Now, if you had a band, you could use a band here for a little bit more resistance. But sometimes we just need to get them moving, get those muscles engaged, active, and moving. Now we're gonna go up and overhead. So up and overhead, kind of like a shoulder press, but no weight. So push it overhead, we're kind of going wide because we have no weight. We can make that motion wide. Up and overhead, up and overhead. You can see my hands, up and overhead. Good. Now we're gonna take and go out, out, out. I'll do 15 seconds on this side. You know what? We're gonna do 30. I don't think we're gonna feel anything in 15, So we're taking it out. We're gonna outer thigh. So you kind of have to, my toe is kind of at a tippy toe. You gotta lift the leg just a little to do that motion. And the dog wants to say hello. Say hello, come on. Okay, not really, just kidding. Now let's take it to the other side. And again, you wanna keep in that nice upright seated position. Now maybe your pace is a little slower. Maybe we're right here, and that's okay. If you need to take it slower, you can still take it slower. We've got the same 30 seconds here. Good job. You hear my thigh just rubbing across the back of that. Let's take it over to the side, over to the side. So we're just doing a reach and pull, a reach and pull. So catch a little bit of the traps here. You're gonna get some rear deltoid, torso twist. Again, I'm just trying to get that body moving. I wanna feel those muscles fire. Good. Taking it on the inner thigh, inner thigh. So if this one's a little difficult, you know, maybe you don't get that leg as high. If you can, bring it up nice and high. If not, maybe your upper body will come down lower to meet that lower body. But I'm really trying to work that inner thigh. You're catching a little bit of the hip flexor here. Again, with a torso twist is because we've got that upper body moving. Now let's bring it into a curl and release. Bring it into a curl. So this is like our Popeye curl. I do these quite a bit. So our arms are out and in. It's great to do with no weights because there's no strain on the shoulder. So we're just bringing it out, in and out. So this is where you're flexing right here. Got a nice Popeye, you know, Popeye the Sailor Man. Got his arms and out, in and out. Let's go into a calf raise. So up on our tippy toes and down, up on the tippy toes and down. So working the calf, working the back of the leg there on the bottom. Bring it up, and you'll see I'm up on my, just going up on my tippy toes and back, tippy toes and back. Good job. Tippy toes and down. You can pulse them too, that might work. So for the tricep, we're just gonna press it back. Press it back. So we're just doing a tricep push back. So again, you can still get a good full body workout here. We didn't do a lot with the chest and the back, but you're still working. We work the shoulders, the biceps, the triceps, the quads. Good. Inner outer thigh. And then we're gonna finish with some abs. So now we are gonna take that elbow to the knee. We're gonna catch our obliques. Great. So elbow to the knee, elbow to the knee. And then we're just gonna do some crunches or in and outs with the abs. So you aren't really, it's a very small movement for the crunch. So right here, we're gonna just bring our abs in and breathe out. In, so as we suck the stomach in and out, in and out. A little bit different than yoga, the breath is a little different. So we're just crunching, bringing that tummy in, our abs, bringing those abs in. So nice and slow, nice and slow. And now we're gonna do a back extension. So we're gonna bring it down and come up. So just extending that back just a little bit, bring it down and up, down and up. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little 10-minute workout today in a nice, quiet, seated position. Maybe it's not quiet, maybe at your house it's not quiet. For me it is. All right, let's just bring it over. So hand is just straight up overhead. I'm resting on my chair. Bring it over. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Keep moving. There's 10 minutes a day. You've got this. All right, I'll see you again tomorrow.